Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday! Welcome back to the Daily Bugle. So, here's what we have so far. We got the first floor, second floor, third floor. We haven't gotten the facade of the third floor on, but that will be coming pretty soon. And by pretty soon, I mean like right now. So we can bring our camera down. And we got bags number 11. Alright, so this will be the facade and some other additional stuff for this third floor. Howdy, Cody. How's it going? Let's go ahead and pull out the train tracks. Get these to the side up here. That should be good. Yeah, get that a little bit higher. There we go. They don't blend into the background at all. No, not at all. Day's been okay. I mean, I had fun with the extra long stream today, but I had some other stuff that I needed to do and other things like that, which weren't so fun. But we got Lego building now, and that's the important thing. Go ahead and get all of that out. There we go. Lego building makes everything better, pretty much. Yeah. I would say so at least. Go ahead and spread these out a little bit. We got a bit more there. We got some purple here, which is pretty nice. We got more train rails. Those will go up there. There we go. Let's get our minifig parts out because we're going to need those. Oh, don't worry about that, Mr. Wolverine. You know, whenever you're here, that is perfectly fine. I appreciate it regardless. Thank you very much for coming whenever you can. You're under no obligation to try to make it, you know, get here more often or anything like that. Obviously, I enjoy your company and everyone else's company and everything like that, so the more people come, the better it is for me. But you know, you can only do what you can do, kind of thing. Getting close to the end of the base game of Persona 5. Wow, congratulations. I still know basically nothing about Persona 5, although I do have a big hardbound, like, I think Shin Megami Tensei 2 art book, which is really nice. It's like got monster art in it and everything like that. It's really neat. Alright, there is the head of the Green Goblin. There is his satchel. Let's go ahead and get that on his arm. Get his legs there. We just were building some purple Lego before. Alright, so we have either an angry expression or a manic happy, like a grinning like a madman expression. Let's go with angry, because you know, it's a Green Goblin. He's pretty much always angry, right? And there we go. And he does have a little peaked cap there, pointed ears. This is not the movie Green Goblin, or at least not the Sam Raimi movies. Let's go ahead and get that focused in. If you wanna focus, camera, come on. I do have at least one of those Green Goblins. So there we go. It does have some printing on the back of his torso, but we'll go ahead and get him up there. Alright, we got a spider, which is a different spider mold than what we had on Wednesday with the trans light, the trans dark blue one. That is going to get up on the wall. That is not on the stud. There we go. And we got a spider web that can get in there, and I'll show that off in a second. There we go. Really does indicate that the Daily Bugle needs to do some major cleaning. So we got our spider web up there, the spider's on the wall there. I'll probably pull the floor off again to show more soon. You're reminded today that adulting sucks. You found out the insurance on your house is not going to be renewed because the company is moving out of Texas, because that is just the way they do things. You had to spend the afternoon trying to get a new policy so mortgage company could verify. Yeah. Yeah, you got to make sure that it's covering the right things and everything like that. There's, you know, if you're in a place that is prone to flooding, they obviously do not want to cover flooding and stuff like that. Yeah, some of those, some of the movement of the insurance companies is because it's just getting too expensive with climate change. All right, that is totally inappropriate there, Belleville girl. There we go. All right, so we got to put some more pieces on this floor. You know what? Let's pull these parts down here. There we go. This is still pretty loose, which is why it's a good thing that we're going to be doing some plates here. All right. Let's see. 1x3 there. 1x3 there. Corner here. I'm surprised that we're not getting like 2x plates there. It's kind of an odd thing. 6 over here. Another 1x6 up here. Need 2 more corners. There they are. Corner plate and corner plate. That, and they just do this every few years, or so you've been told. In a few years, the same company might move back to Texas. Alright, let's see. Let's get that in there. That one there, and I need another 1x8 right there. Alright. And 1x6s on the outer edges. I don't think I've ever seen LEGO make floors this tall before. I think Scala figures could fit in these buildings. Wouldn't be scaled right, but they would fit. Alright, I got 1x3 tile. Let's see, 1x4 tile? See, no 1x4 tiles, okay. We do have 1x4 half tiles, right there and there. Right there and right there. There we go. Alright, 1x8s down the middle. Up here, and then on the other side, right up here. Okay. So we do have 1x2s there, and there's a corner tile. We need that there. Another 1x3, 1x2, and this corner goes right there. Oh, don't worry, I won't. You just sit back and relax. And enjoy the stream. Hopefully it will be a nice, relaxing stream. That's my goal, at least. Because that's what I want. It does seem like a very thin building. It is thin this way. I especially love the offset. I mean, it's thicker on the lower level, but there's a balcony in the back. My favorite part is that you've got this elevator here, which is only 1 brick thick. It's clearly a TARDIS elevator, and it doesn't even go straight down below it. It actually goes like it goes over transdimensionally and then down. It's great. I love it. I mean, if you're gonna have a transdimensional elevator, you might as well have it move beyond the ken of mortal man too. All right, let's go ahead and get our train rails on. Can't we have TARDIS levels of technology in real life, too? I think it's because it doesn't work. It doesn't exist. It's impossible. Sadly. Howdy, Ice Oven. How's it going? There we go. Let's get that on. Not with that attitude. I suppose you're not wrong. You just gotta have that can do the impossible spirit, right? You know, you can do magic. Trumpy, you can do stupid things. And the last one over here. Get that up. There we go. All right. So we have the train rails on all of the sides, and now I need to put this light on the back. Oh, that's nice. Just learn how to handle wormholes, and you'll be home free. Yeah, exactly. Just you know, get a handle on wormholes. It's fine. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I have a hangnail on my finger, and it is really annoying. I need to cut that off after the stream, for sure. Alright, hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this off. Alright, let's see if that, that prevents it from annoying my hand. There we go. That's 1x2 with round ends. Use our black paint rollers. They do have buildings similar to that in Tokyo. Some can be very thin. Oh yeah. No, I mean it's plenty of space for some like basic you know, basic apartments and stuff like that. All depends on how willing you are to have a little bit of space. Alright, let's get this in. There we go. Alright, so we have the back light over the door. On the balcony, of all things. Yeah, I kind of need that hand. Just a little bit. On occasion, it comes in handy. Alright. Trying to get this on. It does not want to go on very easily. we go. There we go. Alright. Now to the front panel. Okay, we've got a 1x8 and a 1x3. It is a large Lego building, and we're not done yet. 1x10. Another 1x10 right there. Oh yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Chrono Cross. I'm actually way ahead. I recorded. I typically record that series on Wednesday, not Wednesdays, on Thursdays, and uploaded the videos. And I was like, oh yeah, I can. I don't have to actually like label all these for a few days. It was good. I like it. I can be lazy. Aldi, you can do lazy things. Alright. Let's get the corner 1x1 bricks with studs. Yeah, he feels more red innate than blue, but I guess as a fisherman and sailor, boatist, boat pilot, I guess that's why, but yeah, it does feel like he should be red innate. You're liking both Chrono Cross and Xenoblade? Thank you. I am glad that you are. Xenoblade is has gone on for a little bit of time, just a tad. All right, 1x2s with ball joint pieces. Sad that you can't have, like, 2 innate elements. Well, you kinda can in battle with spells, but I'm not sure exactly how that works, overall. I haven't played around with the turn blue, turn red, that kind of thing yet. There's a 1x1 clear brick. Panel piece, and we get a trans orange 1x2 slope. Reminds you said Mel and Kid are the only 2 characters that can steal. Oh, yeah, no, I had forgotten about him. There's so many characters, it's easy to forget. I don't think I used him that much when I played when it came out, and that might be part of it. But I'm trying to make a point, you know, like I have my favorites, and I have characters that I think are really good, and I will very frequently use those to the exclusion of others. Like I really like being able to steal, and Kid is really powerful. Like good accuracy, decent magic score, decent strength, all around really good. So that's why I tend to use Kid a lot over Mel. And Lena is just really powerful spellcaster. Go get the panel turned at an angle there. Alright, we got a trans dark gray 1x2x3 panel. Tan 1x2 plate with bar. But I'm trying to, like, I do get the next level attacks for some people. I'm going to do a tech showcase as an extra video. I'm just going to show them off as I get them. Because we got to a point where we started getting some new ones. Not everyone gets them at the same point, which is a little frustrating, a little annoying, but I do end up showing them off. Because I made an error early on, not a huge error, but I had forgotten that you do actually get, like, there are missable stat gains if you don't take people out and fight with them after, you know, when you get a level up star and stuff like that. I don't know how that really affects the characters who you get later. They might be kind of pre-programmed to take that into account, but I don't know. But that does mean that I want to, like, every time we get a level up star, I need to go level up everyone, get all of those stat gains. Because those are missable if you go and get another star. So I'm going to be trying to do that a little bit more consistently, sometimes off camera, but it will also mean that I will be, you know, bringing in other people a little bit more often to show them off and stuff like that. It is definitely a game where it's like, can't I have 4 characters, or 5, or 20? Well, the good news about the star system is that it does mean that people who come in, they're always essentially at the same level as everyone else, kind of thing. You're not like level 30 and then getting a level 15 person. It's like, well, I'm not going to use them. I'd have to level them up, and I don't want to do that. So that does mean that generally you get a character and they're immediately useful. And it also means that it's basically impossible to overlevel. That's one thing you love about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, having 7 characters feels great. Yeah, like, it's like, you know, we had, you know, when you have a party system, but you can only take, like, 3 of them against a boss, it's like, what are the others doing? You know, what are Dunban and Ricky doing while I'm fighting the boss? They're just twiddling their thumbs. Also while looking at Palom and Poor and Tella. Hey, at least in Final Fantasy V, you know where they are when they leave. You know, you don't have a group of people who are just not in party that you could swap in at any point that you can't fight with, kind of thing. All right, let's get let's see, 6 of these, right? Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One spell away from the full spell list. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can do all the fighting that I want in Chrono Cross, and really all I'm getting is materials and items and money, none of which are really going to make a huge difference overall. You know, all it is stuff relevant to your current level. So it works out really well for that. Alright, let's see. 1 by 1 brick, 1 by 1 dark gray with a side stud. Palom needs flare and Porum needs full life. Does Palom not get Meteo? I'd kind of assume not, but I don't know. I've never gotten them that high. And 1 by 1 with 2 side studs. There we go. Because, like, other than a New Game Plus, there is no way to get more stars than the game allows you to have. So it's a really, really good system for ensuring that players are exactly at the power level that the designers want them to be at for a specific point. So I think in terms of a leveling system, it's really, really good for that. And it's quite impressive. It works really well. The only thing, like, the one complaint that I have about the combat system, and it really only applies to certain things, is the fact that you can only use your powers once. So the fact that you can only steal from an enemy once, like, Kid can only steal once in a fight. Doesn't matter if there is one enemy, 10 enemies, or she fails, or she succeeds. Doesn't matter. She can only steal once. That I don't like, and thus, when you fail a steal, it feels bad. It feels bad. Alright, let's see. Okay, 3 panels here. Oh, Palom got Meteor before Flare. Oh, okay. That is a weird choice. I wish they got the ability to cast Comet and can't remember what the new name for the mini flare is. But I wish they got the ability to cast just those. Especially on a boss with a good item. Yeah. I don't think there are too many situations like that in Chrono Cross. The one I can think of offhand is the moon glasses. That's not too difficult to deal with. Alright, let's go ahead and get that there. Alright, 1x4 plate here. Get that locked in. I need a 1x4. Let's get the 1x3 here since that was at my fingertips. Here's 1x4. Well, FF4, the fact that you can steal multiple things is kind of unusual in the grand scheme of Final Fantasy things. Wish Palom and Porum's Twin Cast command leveled up and got extra spells as they leveled up, because Mini Flare and Comet are not good compared to their regular spells. At that point, yeah. I think it's one of those things where the multiplier is really good at the beginning, but later on, it's just not, it doesn't keep up kind of thing. Is that what it is called in the Pixel Remaster Mini Flare? Aw, kitty! Oh, whoops. I need an inverted slope right there. Mini Flare or Tiny Flare? Okay. Unlike Comet, which is its own name, yeah. I don't think you can do a, hold on a second. Like, you can get a Comet Rod later that does Comet. I don't think you can get a anything that does the Mini Flare spell, which is, again, kind of a shame. Go 1/8. Then again, I'm also the type that playing FF2 today, and I'm like, I want the Boulder 7 spell. Why can't I get Boulder and Bow? Why can't I have these silly things? Alright, let's get our 1x1 round top pieces in here. Get in there. Get in there. Should have put these on first. There we go. One version of FF4, you can get an equipment for a Palom Emporium that lets them twin cast Meteor that Golbez and Fuso casts during their scripted fight. Is that like the After Years? It's probably the After Years. Or something like that. Howdy, not a rogue AI. How's it going? Alright, let's use our train rails here. Oh, that's nice, Mr. Wolverine. There we go, get that there. And then get these two here and here. There we go. Alright. I think it's a version where you can recruit the characters at endgame. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, I think that's just like FF4 Advanced then. That lets you do that. 1x3 plate. We get another 1x1 side studs. And how many? 4. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And we get our rail on there. Really like that, huh? Interesting. Alright. Alright, 2 panels. That equipment is really good because it makes Twincast a better command. Yeah, it makes sense. Alright, then we get one that is turned. There we go. Okay, and that will fit in here. Something like that. Alright, next up. 1x2 with a ball joint, 1x3 a plate. Get a 1x1 with side stud. Surprising how 1 extra spell in Twincast makes that command go from UG to usable. Well, I mean, part of that is it's like the multiplier. Like one reason, like they could have made Fire 2 and Fire 3, you know, Fyra and Faraja, the same spell like they do in Final Fantasy 2, and change the multipliers. But that's just not how it works. Like one of the reasons those spells are better is just because they have a better multiplier on the on their spell casting. So, like, if fire is 5 times whatever else is going on, and Fyra is 15 times, and Faraja is like 30 times, then that, you know, shows how much better they are. And it's using the character stats, so Comet and Mini Flare might just be like, you know, they might have a multiplier of 20, which means that it's good compared to Fire and Fyra, but not Faraja, for example. You'd have to look at what the actual multipliers are to see how they compare. Alright, I need... I think it's under here, jeez. Yep, there it is. Alright, we need some pieces from inside here. Yeah, we have not opened this one up at all. Alright, let's go ahead and do so, and we get this little trans-orange blast thing. And that gets right in there in the hollow stud. And let's see, so that will fit in up here. There we go. Which usually means that the Gauss level spells are generally better because they're multipliers, and the multipliers from the instat. Yeah. And that's one reason why Flare is better than even those spells, because it has just a higher multiplier. And same thing with Meteor and Holy. And that's why, even though the spells do more damage as you level up, they don't compare to higher level spells. It's like, it's essentially like the equivalent of, you know, in D&D you could have a spell that does 1d4 points of damage per level, and then another spell that does 1d6 points of damage per level at a higher level. And yeah, your 1d4 points of damage per level is always getting better, but it still doesn't hold up to the 1d6, for example. Alright, 1d6 plate. Oops. Don't go on the floor. I need to make sure that I... Alright, that looks like everything. I don't know. I didn't feel it go on the floor, I didn't feel it pass me, and I didn't hear anything, so hopefully it didn't go on the floor. Yeah, I don't remember what the number is either. It usually is an 8 or 16 type thing, though. It's different in 2. I think it tends to divide your score by 4 or some other number, so that there it varies. Like, it can be that any amount of level up can be useful. Alright, get a smaller little blast here. There we go. And there is another post on the front of that. And get that there. Don't worry, your foot will find that Lego sometime down the road if you did drop it. That's true, but if I did drop it, I'll have to find it because I'll need it. Alright, sand green, 2x3, get a 2x2 with side studs and a 1x2 to 1x2 upward bracket in dark gray. 2 sand green, 1x2 tiles with center studs. Remember watching one LP where the person talked about the FF4 multipliers from stats? Yeah. HC Bailey tends to do that. Let's see, there is the 1x2 with center stud. 1x1 trans orange with hollow stud. Oh, it would not, they do not give you extra ones of those. So I do need that if I did drop one. Like I said, I'm not sure if I did though. We'll find out soon, I'm sure. Alright, sand green, rocker hinge top there. And get that on, and that on. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, 1x2 grill tile. And let's get some angled flag pieces for wings. Get that right in there. And let's get this one in here as well. And there we go, other wing. Alright, angle them down a little bit. There we go. And then we use our triangular sign pieces. Get those in there. And there we go. And then at the back, a flame coming out, because, you know, you always gotta have flames, right? So we have the Green Goblin flying vehicle thingy. Alright. A clear arm piece, good for moving things, giving them, like, the appearance of height or flying or something like that. Get that on there. That 1x2 curved top slope there. Get these 2 studs there. There we go. Is that a flame of a fir tree? No. And the Green Goblin can get on. There we go. A flame or a fir tree. It's definitely not a fir tree. There we go. Let's get the Green Goblin and his little jetpack thingy. Okay, good. I did not lose one of these 1x1 plates. 1x1 bricks. There we go. Get that there. And 3 of these. Yeah, no, I got that. I got that. Took me a moment, because those are cypress trees. I'm joking. Alright, and get some window panes. 3 on the right side. And then 1 at an angle. There we go. All right, so we got the Green Goblin blasting his way out of the front of the building. And yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus on the front of the building. Oh. Push that back there. There we go. Alright, get that there, and there we go. So we get the Green Goblin just blasting his way out of Peter's office. You know, Peter needs to be careful about who he's interviewing. He's going to have some big expenses otherwise. A lot of stuff happening at this newspaper building, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so spare parts. We get a 1x1 cylinder plate in trans orange with hollow stud, and a 3L bar in gray. Alright. So, let's dive on to 12. Bag number 12. And we have... There's bag 12. There's bag 12. And I don't have any more 12s down there. Alright. Peter should have interviewed Hero Goblin. Hero Goblin would have scared Green Goblin away. I don't know about that. I don't know. What if Hero Goblin was green, though? You know? There we go. Get some nice, nice shade of blue here. Got some large plates. Let's put those to the side. Other large plates. Grab our Spider-Gwen pieces. And we need... some more of these. No, get back in there. There we go. Alright, let's see. We need one of these and one of these. There we go. Okay. So my first time getting one of these cowl pieces, which is pretty cool. I do like how it looks. And we got Spider-Gwen. So I like the I like this cowl piece. It's pretty cool. Peter just needs to get a job selling hot dogs as a hot dog vendor. Sounds like a much safer line of work. Alright, let's see. Okay, so get a clear 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, underbar, and a white 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. We get the shooting goo spiderwebbing stuff. And a 1x1 cone at the end. 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. And a spreading out spiderweb. There we go. shooting a bit of webbing out of that way. Alright. 2x10 and a 6x10. Flip it over for a 1x10 and then two 2x16s. Flip it back over, and we get a 6x10. A 2x10. A 1x10. And another 6x10. And then on the underside, a 2x10. Go. Okay, then we start getting some 1x4 plates all around. Except for right there. There we go. Alright, 1x1 dark gray bricks with side studs. Get these in there. And that one right there. And then I need gray 1x1s with 2 corner studs. And we have a lot of gray 1x1 bricks here, so that's a lot of false positives showing up. There it is. Okay. Next up, we got the 2 pearl silver grill tiles. One by one brick. And now we get to use our, I think it's azure. It's either azure or medium blue. I'm not sure which. Really need to look these up one day. And lots of 2x2 tiles. Probably as carpet. There we go. Okay, and we get a 2x2 plate, and that one goes right there. A 2x2 with a center stud, that goes right there. 1x4 tile there, and get the rest of the blue tiles in here. There we go. I see red, dark red tiles, which probably means that that's going to be the other the carpet over here, which is nice. Like dark red. Yep. Look at that. All right, 1x4 plate. Get a 1x4 tile. And another 1x4 tile here. There we go. Get those dark red tiles in there. Alright. 2x2 with center stud. 2x2 with center stud right there. There we go. And cover the rest of this floor with dark red tiles. There we go. 2x2 with center stud there, and a 1x4 completing the pattern. There we go. That looks really nice. The dark red and this medium blue or azure or whatever shade it is really complements it. I like it. I like it very much. Boot blacking. Good thing Ald has at least 2 servers carrying hot dogs and drinks in, if they're still out. I only have 1 of them. I haven't gotten a second one. And howdy, little bunny, how's it going? So I should take that off so I can get these in. Put that on that side. I should have gotten these on first, but whatever. It's fine. There we go. Gray 1x4 brick. And 2 clear panels here. Alright. Well, I only have one of the short order cook guy with the special serving tray. You gotta prepare hot dogs just right. They are delicious if you prepare them right, just right. But they're also not for everyone, so it's perfectly fine to not enjoy them. There we go. Lurking while thinking of glorious thoughts of chaos and carnage, an adorable little fairy girl who would wreck anyone who would try to eat her. Oh, Razily! Gotcha. Dropping the stars on the enemies, huh? All right, let's see. So we get 2 of the 1x2 to 1x2 upward brackets in this blue shade. Get one there. Get one there. Get a third one there, and the 4th one right there. Razily's pretty good, pretty powerful. She's good magic, and up against a yellow innate character, quite damaging. Alright, next up. Next up we make our glorious extra-dimensional elevator. Right, where's another side stud brick? There it is. Everything's better when your elevators are extra-dimensional. And a 2x4 plate there. And get it right there. One by 4 brick there, and a 1x1 right in there. There we go. Alright, 1x2 and a 1x3. There we go. Alright, 1x2 with 2 side studs. Let's get the buttons on it. Kind of surprised that they didn't do anything different with these buttons. That said, I'm pretty happy to get dark red 1x1 cylinder tiles, so, you know, I'm not complaining. No, Neotheo is not considered a fairy. I think Lord Canis is talking about something other than Chrono Cross. Which I was pretty sure he was. I just made a Chrono Cross reference when he brought that up. I don't know what he's talking about, which is fine. He hasn't shared with that. An old character of yours from EverQuest 2. Ah, okay. Alright, then we get our 1x2s with headlight bricks, or 1x1 headlight bricks in there. There we go. Pip is indeed a unique character, yeah. Alright, 2 more side stud bricks and a single 1x1 brick. Get that right up there. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. All right. A little bit of lint on that piece. In Dragon Quest Builders, did you lose the ability to terraform, change blocks under or around you when you moved to Chapter 2? Well, it's not. That's not an ability. That is a. You need cladding elements for that, or something, other similar things. So yeah, I don't have the ability to do that yet, but that's just because I don't have access to the resources. Howdy, Glitch Hunt. How's it going? Make sure that's all straight. There we go. You do not take responsibility for the mad science you're doing in Chrono Cross. I mean, that's exactly what a mad scientist would say, though. Howdy, Kichikun. How's it going? And there we go. Get that in there. And then we get our fencing pieces in. There. And then these 1x3 tiles. Mostly because you don't understand any of it. You studied history and English, you cannot math. Alright, let's get that in there. There we go. And 2 clear panels. Already got that in there. And then 2 1x2 plates and 2 1x2 rail plates. There we go. And get you right in there. The song from Babes in Toyland, cannot do the sum, so that's you. That's okay. Alright, get the black 1x4 brick with side studs, and 2 more 2x4s on top of that. Get that right in there. There we go. Okay, 1x1 and 1x1x3. Get that there. Let's move these bricks around that way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that since I was a kid either. That's 4, 5, and 6. There we go. I think I also always mixed up that and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in my head, so... So I was Bahamut, I was listening to a podcast recently that pointed out that that is basically impossible to find for, like, streaming or rental or anything like that for some reason. Alright, 1x4 plate and 4 1x4 bricks. And then a 1x4 plate. And 2 1x2 by 5 bricks. There we go. And that gets right in there. Alright. And our 1x2 with rail plates. There, there, there. 1x2, 1x3 plates. There we go. And then we can get our elevator indicator tiles right in here. There we go. Alright, so extra parts. We have a clear 1x1 cylinder plate with underbar, trans orange 1x1 tile with arrow indicator, dark red 1x1 cylinder tile, and a white 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Alright. Well, I think you guys know what time it is. That's right, it's Brachiosaurus time. Thought I was going to say minifigs. So, I found my Brachiosaurus, which it's kind of funny considering the there's a new Brachiosaurus coming out in like this year for the oops, let's get it off. For the Jurassic Park sets, and it's like people have been asking for a Brachiosaurus mold for a long time, and I'm like, I got one. I got one already. You're amazed that neck hasn't snapped? Why? It comes apart. It's Lego. So these pieces are still around. I don't think they're making these days. There's a similar piece that they're using. This, of course, is still around, and you can do a Parasaurolophus with that. I'm pretty sure this head is not around anymore. I don't think the body is either, but it's a pretty interesting, system that they had with these, because you can take it apart and like you could get you basically got a set of pieces, and you can make 3 different dinosaurs out of it. So, and these all come apart entirely. So it's very Lego-y, and yet when it's together, it's pretty decent. So you get that, and of course with this gap here, you could put like a palanquin or other things on there if you wanted to make a battle dino. Oops, let's do that. And you can use, you got the short legs and the tall legs, so you can make different types of dinos. You could even do something like this. So you can make a dino that its butt is high. Have you ever seen the old movie Small Soldiers? I don't think so. But yeah, you can. This is all click hinge stuff. So it's pretty cool. It was a pretty good system. I do understand why they've gone to a little bit more specific molds and stuff like that, though, because they do look better. But yeah, it's a cool dino. It's a cool Brachiosaurus. I have some others. Let's see, like a Mosasaurus. That's one of my favorites. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the dino peeking in there. All right, but no, it is in fact minifig time. I mean, the Baryonyx was a pretty great set of molds. I was pretty happy to get the Baryonyx. All right, where are? Oh yeah, actually, before I do that, I dug up. So this is the light post that we're getting these days, and you can see that there are 4 notches. Not nachos, notches. There we go. So we got 4 notches, like that. The old style actually had 6, which is pretty nice. I like it a lot better. It looks a bit fuller. This looks really thin. This looks fuller. So it's unfortunate that they changed it. However, I do have a purple one of the old style. Let's see. Do they light up? No, and you can't. You'd have to drill through to get them to actually light up. There we go. So it is actually the same purple as... no, actually, it's not the same purple. Oh, I thought it was. Now that I have the light on it, it is not the same purple. Okay. I'm going to go... I think that this is a retired purple, then. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that was the same. Well, now we know. We discovered that together. But it is minifig time. Yeah, the color is off on the camera. Blame the camera. It is purple. It tends to change it too, depending on the light one. All right. Let's see. What minifig? Yay, minifig time, indeed. Let's go for... We do not have many left. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, well, I didn't know you were here, so let's grab that one. Alright. Start a prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. But yeah, it's a different purple. I like this one better. There is a little bit more blue in this one, but yeah, it's just the camera lighting, the camera and the lighting that's messing it up. It is purple though. I only have that one, and I think I've missed out on green ones of those too, which I'm disappointed by. I'll have to find them. Also, I was looking up the that purple umbrella that we got in the downtown design and flower shops friend set, and the last time that was in trans purple was back in Belleville. So that was a nice throwback. They're usually in trans magenta or trans pink. Another Roman senator? I would not mind another Roman senator. But get your predictions in. 40 seconds remaining. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? You can also toss out a prediction of your own in chat of what you think it might be. You have a 1 in 16 chance of being correct. So we still have not gotten the Starlet, the Forest Lady, or the waiter. So I am, I'm pretty sure they're in the set, but, you know. And predictions are closed. All right. Let's see what we got. Where's my timer? There it is. Okay. All right, and go. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we got something large. Something large. That feels like 17.78. I do believe we have another mermaid. At least I have a stereotypical Frenchman. I do have the stereotypical Frenchman. Alright, let's see. Is it a mermaid? Yes, it is! Excellent. I felt the tail. It's kind of an obvious piece. Alright, 17 seconds. Choose the prediction. Within 20 seconds, complete the prediction. And Kinshir, Kichikun, Bahamut Zero, and Mr. Wolverine all getting that one correct. Getting the ham payout, which wasn't very big, but hey, you know, nothing wrong with that. Lord Canis, Abcody, Iceoven hoping for 20 to 50. Preskitch hoping for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny and Dracophile going for no. Almost got 1K from that. It's not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and build our mermaid with the shell bikini. There we go. Smiling face. Hair. I really do wish that they would start... Like, I wish that every set would have a different color base, rather than them all being black. I have way too many black ones. What am I going to do with all these black ones? It's terrible. Give me other colors, please. She has her Sea Star. It's a new type of throwing weapon. There we go. Alright, but we have already gotten the mermaid. Alright, next up, we are going to Series 24. And let's get a bag out. Alright. How about this one? Alright, start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go! Get your predictions in. I'm too serious with my minifigs, yeah. You know? I mean, I also don't always have the other parts nearby. Alright, so, we have not gotten the Falconer and the Rococo Lady. Those are the two that I want the most in this set, in fact. And they're the two that are being ever elusive. Ever elusive. Do merfolk sell seashells by the seashore? No, they don't. They do tend to throw them at you if you're not careful, though. So you know. Be careful. Don't insult the singing of the mermaid. You will get a sea star to the face. Voting all your hams because voting all hams promises wins, right? Yes, yes. If you wager all of your hams, you are guaranteed victory. Results not guaranteed. All right, 40 seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. The undead ones throw tridents at Auld. You know, those aren't merfolk though. They're just dead people. Stupid trident-wielding drowned. Those tridents do way too much damage, and they throw them way too fast. Alright, 10 seconds to go. Get your last second prediction in. And don't forget that we are working our way towards the brand new LEGO goal of the Rivendell set. So that has opened up, and once we achieve that goal, we will be building some Rivendell. All right, predictions are closed. Let's see what we get. Give me a second. Alright. Let's get my timer up. Reset that. And let's see. Go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? I feel some legs here. Alright, it's not narrowing it down too much. Does mean that I do not have the Rococo Lady, though. What do we have? What is that? Is that... okay, alright. Oh, 21.48. It's another robot. It's another robot. That said, that does mean that it'll be the last of the robots. I love everything except for the minifig in the robot. Yep. It's a robot. We got a robot. Alright. Let's choose that prediction. 20 to 50, just barely. Alright, this is going to be a good payout to Lord Canis, Abcody, and Isavon. Very nice. Very, very nice. Kinshir, Bahamut Zero, Kichikun, and Mr. Wolverine hoping for within 20 seconds. Preskich going for 50 to 60, and Lel Bunny and Dracophile going for no. Man, people who vote no are so mean. Shovels more hams into the make all suffer pickling vat. Why do you guys gotta be mean? I bring you joy and pleasure and fun. And you're just mean. Just mean. Alright, let's go ahead and get the gun made. There we go. I do like sand green tiles with some non-specific decoration. Very cool. Good for like greebling. That on the underside, a sand green 1x1 plate. There we go. Get the head on the death robot. The space death robot. There we go. Helmet on. Gun in hand. Ready to blast you to smithereens. There we go. Alright, so we get an extra 1x1 sand green tile with triangle printing. 1x1 sand green plate. A bright pink, no, not a bright pink, a dark pink roller skate. And a 1x1 cylinder tile with a top pin in dark gray. There we go. And that should be the last of the robots. So we have exhausted the referee, the robot, and the T-Rex fan. Did we exhaust the newsboy? I don't think so. I think there's still one of those left. There should still be one of the spacemen left in the Space Baby. 2 carrots, 2 koalas, 2 orcs, 3 falconers, 3 Rococo ladies. I think there's 2 potters left. 2 girls on rocking horses, and I believe 1... I do have 3? Alright, so we have exhausted the newsboy then. Alright. Let's get that to the side. And get ready to go for our last minifig of the evening. Alright. It's the last non-worthless minifig of the evening. Alright, let's see. What do we want to take? How about this one? Get you back over there in the corner. Okay. Start predictions. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Alright, so get your predictions in. move you back there. All right, so let's see. We have gotten the strongman. We've gotten 2 of the pastry chefs. No, I'm pretty sure I've only gotten 1 of this guy. I'm pretty sure I've only gotten 1 of that guy. We've gotten the fairy girl, the gladiator, the Frenchman, the dwarf berserker, the retro spaceman, and we have gotten, I believe, 3 of the rocket boy, and we've gotten the mystery figure, which of course is a very easy to identify bandit. We have not gotten the surfer. We have not gotten the corncob guy. We have not gotten the vet. We have not gotten the yuppie. We have not gotten the 80s exercise lady, and we have not gotten the elf warrior lady. Howdy, Sealand. How's it going? Got more games up your sleeve than just Deadly Towers? You don't see me completing that game? The game can be tough. Oh, I mean, I make no guarantees to complete. Complete the games. I'll give them a fair shot, but you know, if it's tough, if I don't like it, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. All right, few seconds remaining. Get your predictions in. And there we go. All right, let's get our timer going. All right, let's see, and go. All right, let's see, what do we have? Got a big round piece here. Is that open? That is. That is. Is there anything else that could be? I don't think so. All right. 22.46. I believe we got another retro spaceman. Let's see. Yes, I think that is it. All right, retro spaceman. Is that correct? No, no, it's not. It is not, because I messed up because of the hair. All right, we got the vet. That's gonna be a no. Let's choose that prediction. That is a no. All right, let's see. That is all of the hams, the entire wager going to Lel Bunny. Every single one of it. All right, let's see. Preskich was hoping for 50 to 60. Abcody, Lord Canis, Isovan, Dracophile would have gotten the hams if I had been correct, but no. Kinshir, Bahamut Zero, and Zeldasnet hoping for within 20 seconds. But all of those hams going to Lel Bunny. All right. Should have voted no. Well, I mean, you can always say that, you know. Oh, I should have voted for what won. Wagered 12 hams, but lost like nothing. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's see. Do we have a... Yeah, we only have the single face on the lady here. Get her hair, which... I think that's Rachel's hair from the Friends sets. But I think the color might be different. And she has a little bunny with her. Aww, cute little bunny. Alright, so we got the vet. So, dual molded arms. It's pretty cool. I like that. There's the, she's got a stethoscope. We got a little ID badge there. Some back printing. And cute little bunny. Look at the cute little bunny. So cute. Yes, I stole Rachel's hair. Yes. Yes, I did. Alright. That is, the vet. Alright. Let's go ahead and put these away. Howdy, Baby Bunny Prince. How's it going? Alright, that is minifigs for the evening. A big congratulations to the winners. It's going good. That is excellent. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on bag number 13. Or section number 13, because it's always more than 2 bags these days. Well, not always, but on the big sets. There's a 13. Stop trying to close on me. Stupid box. There we go. Alright. We got lots of clear panels and 1 by 1 and 2 plates. Side stud bricks. And all of the rest. Ooh, I see drawers. I see the important stuff. Drawers. Yeah, there's other elements, but drawers. Also, I should get this down here. And pour that out. There we go. Alright. Let's see. So we got 2 minifigs to make. Where's her legs? White legs. There they are. And her hair is dark brown. There it is. Okay. Mind flayers have beaks. Some do. There's like 2 different types. Baby Bunny Prince, is this the Daily Bugle? This is the Daily Bugle, yes. We are on the 4th floor. Oh, this hairpiece was used for the villain lady in the Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull sets. It's a nice torso. You love Lego? As do I. I have loved Lego basically my entire life. And then we have that is quite the interesting alternate face on him. So you can have him get shut up. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. His mouth covered by spider webbing. There are only 3 films in the Young Indie series. And there is his hairpiece. Come on. Focus, thank you. I said focus. Camera. Stupid camera. Come on, play nice. There we go. A little bit peeking out underneath his hair in the back. Alright, and he has a marker, a purple marker, or pen. There we go. Good old JJ, news media at its finest. Yep, yep. There is an extra pen in here. Shh, don't tell my girlfriend. She might try to steal it. Alright, let's see. We got an inverted arch. Not an inverted arch, a regular arch. Half arch. In nougat. 1 by 1 brick with a side stud. Let's see. 2x2 plate. Bring me pictures of Spider-Man. Yep, pretty much. 2x2 to 1x2 center bracket. Time to seal 2. Wow. Wow, Lil Bunny. Wow. Alright, let's get that. I got a 1x1 with a vertical side clip here. Too bad she watches your VODs. No secrets from her. I'll just have to use the magic of editing. Oh, wait. No, I hate editing. Never mind. Well, I guess I'm screwed. 1x2 tile. 1x1 tile there. And then we have an inverted arch. That is a very oddly shaped desk cutout. It's very weird. Alright, and a computer keyboard tile. And a sticker would go on this this piece, but I'm not going to put it on there for the computer screen. Alright. And that goes right there. That is an interesting floating desk design. Like, I would feel like this would be, like, really wobbly on that side, because even this Lego one is. Alright, let's see. We get, there's a dark blue chair, which I don't know that I have a dark blue chair, so that's cool. Black. And we get, pearl silver 1x1 cylinder plates. Get those on. Yep, leaving a computer on a blue screen. I don't work in IT anymore. I can do that. I'm under no obligation to fix computers anymore, with the exception of loved ones. And that doesn't count. And 1x1 brick. There we go. Get that right there. Pearl silver. 1x1 cylinder plates there. There we go. And that goes right there. Okay, and a black 2x3x2 cabinet piece with nougat drawers. Drawers. Love me some drawers. Pearl gold 1x1 cones. A pearl silver 1x1 cylinder plate. And another one of the really cool geode pieces, but this time we're turning it around. I don't know why. And that goes right there. I don't understand it, but it is not my place to understand these things. Maybe if I saw his office or something like that. And then we get to 2 pearl gold microfigs for some awards. There we go. The IT anti-paladin. Nah, just the anti-IT guy. Alright, and that goes right there. I mean, I'm not in IT anymore. I don't have to worry about that stuff. It's not my concern. Alright, dark nougat 2x6 plate and more pearl silver 1x1 cylinder plates for the footsies. And 2 1x3 bricks in brown. 1x1 brick in brown and 2 headlight bricks. We get the dark nougat 1x2 tile with center stud. Another 2x6. I feel like they should have put some stuff in there. And brown 2x2. Oh, I guess it's his desk, so that's okay. Still, then they should have cut this out, I think. Alright, 1x1 tile with a top clip. We get the computer tile and beige 2x2 with a center stud. Another screen that I am not putting the sticker on. Alright, white 2x2 with a center stud. Get that, and then we need our last printed newspaper headline tile. Alright, and a reward for photos of Spider-Man. Have I ever gotten so many desk pieces before? I mean, I don't think so, but partly that's gonna be because I haven't gotten the office yet. Once I get the office set, yeah, then yeah. But I don't think LEGO hasn't produced that many desks in and of itself, really. Like, just not that common as to get this many in a set, because they haven't done a set like this before, really. Oh yeah. Yeah, the office is still available. It came out last year. And I will be getting it. Because it's got lots of good pieces. It has more pens. I mean, it has lots of drawers. 2 dark red 1x4 bricks and another 1x4 brick on top. Are you a fan of The Office? Well, bunny. There we go. Get our door. And the clear door does not have a doorknob, interestingly. You figured it'd have an even more limited run than the grocery store? Huh. I'm pretty sure that the grocery store had a limited run because of the Friends grocery store. I mean, they came out with a BTS Dynamite set, which, like, every single LEGO fan that I know is like, yay for the BTS fans, but eh? But they had to have done some market research to and feel that it would sell, so... Alright, dark red. That's what I need. You're about an hour from where it is supposed to take place? What, the office, or... Yeah, it's K-pop. I believe it's K-pop. Song, music, video thing. Which is one of the reasons why every LEGO fan that I know is like, eh? Because most aren't K-pop fans. Alright, ooh, a kind of a brushed silver 1x3 tile. Very nice. And a trans red 1x1 tile. There we go. A sticker would go on there. Flip it around. Get a gray 2x2. Yeah, I think the band is BTS and the song is Dynamite and it's based on the music video. I don't know anything about it. beyond, you know, that, what I just described. Alright, 2 windows. I think you're gonna have to blame the kids today for liking K-pop more than J-pop. I don't know. Alright, dark red 1 by 1 on the end, 1 by 6, and a 1 by 3 dual inverted slope. There we go. Alright. Let's get our stacks of side stud bricks. It was an ideas set, so someone built it and it got to 10,000 supporters. And so part of it is like the minifigs in the ideas proposal were blank-faced and everything like that. So it was basically they had to do about an hour away from Scranton. Gotcha. So like from my perspective, and I think most of the other LEGO fans, it was very much one of those things of like, that looks kind of boring. I'd rather have like a medieval tower or a castle or horse and cart or something like that. But it got to 10,000. It got to 10,000 supporters. I don't know how fast it got there, but it got to 10,000. And they must have done some market research because they picked it out of a whole bunch of other ideas that got to 10,000. I mean, I've heard good things about The Office. I'm just not much of a sitcom person anymore. But the set itself is, like, just lovely, full of parts. Full of delicious, delicious parts. Drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And 6. There we go. Go. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, that kind of goes for a lot of shows. Alright. There we go. Next up, Windows. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, they did a really good job with that. And it's especially good for fans of the series because, like, they have elements from a whole bunch of iconic episodes in it, apparently. That's 4 and 5. There we go. Alright. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get that down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. our 2 rail plates. There we go. Slide that in. Okay, and then 1, 2. They had the Queer Eye set as well on sale a while back, and I did get that, and I haven't. So that's in the queue. Like those sets, I don't like care for the property, like Seinfeld and the Friends set, and there's another Friends set as well. I don't really care for the properties that much, but the sets have great parts, and I'm sure for fans of them, they're great. That's 3, 4, and 5. I think there's a pupper in the in that one too. The Queer Eye set. Not sure if it's a pupper I have. Can't remember. I'm not sure if that's still available, but like for a while it was on sale a lot. Which I'm not sure what that says about it. If they overproduced it or if it sold really well at the beginning and then dropped off. Like that's something that can happen, is that like they have something, they sell it out really fast and then they make more, but then it doesn't sell out because all the people who got it already are the ones who wanted it. That happened with TSR and Dragon Dice. That, and when they made more, they way overcommitted, shall we say. But I hope they make more sets like that, because they're pretty cool with a variety of good pieces and stuff. You want to see Dragon Dice? Hold on a second. Where did I put mine? Did I? Oh, nope. There's some. Hold on. Let me see if I can get them from here. Alright, it's not all of them. And I actually gave away a bunch. I just kept individual dice, but here's some of them. Oh, you'd like to see how it's supposed to work. That I can't help you with. I do not remember. But you got some gigantic D10s, gigantic D8s, some D6s, or some other ones as well. I mean, it's basically a dice fighting game where your dice are attacking your opponent's dice, kind of thing, and you roll to see like how effective they are and stuff like that. I think they have some special, you know, they tend to have like special powers and stuff on them as well. It was fun. I remember it being fun. But whereas if you have a magic deck and you go to play against a friend who has a magic deck, you know, it's you know, that much. That's what you're carrying. If you're playing against someone who with Dragon Dice, you got to get a dice bag, which I have. I actually use the set that I got came in a I think a faux leather dice bag with the TSR logo printed on it, and that's what I use as my actual dice bag. I'm sure there's videos on how on playing Dragon Dice. I think there might even be a digital version now. Alright, there's that. Alright, let's get 2 more 1x1x5s and a 1x1 brick on there. And that slides right in there. There we go. 1x8 brick. And 2 1x2 plates, and a 1x2 to 2x2 upward bracket. Right there. go. Alright, and 1x8 over here. 1x1 back here. Oops. 2x3 there. Two 2x8s. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's actually do the 1x6 first. Okay. There we go, and get the 1x1 in right there. Alright. Alright, so we have a spare purple pen with, that's purple cap, purple tip, and sea green, seafoam, aqua, whatever. I think it's aqua. I think that's the color, the name that they use. Pen case itself. Pearl silver 1x1 cylinder plate, dark trans red 1x1 tile, nougat 1x1 plate, and a gray clip with a bar. And let's go ahead and get those there. All right. Let's see. That's bag 14. How many bags are there? Let me check the beginning, because that will tell me. Or will it? Yes, it will. All right. Yeah, I think we may wait. Although, how much do we have? Yeah, I think we're gonna wait for next time to finish the rest. Yeah, it's close to, it's not quite the time that I would end, but it's pretty close. And I'm a little tired. Alright, let me get back to where we were. Yeah, but 3 minutes too isn't 10, you know? That's fine. I'll get back here, and then that will do it. Alright. So, that is going to wrap us up. We'll get a closer look at what we've built so far. I'll leave that there. Alright. So we've got the secretary's desk here with a lovely blue carpet. I like that shade. I like that. The desk is still a little bit weird to me, because it does feel like it would be a little bit wobbly, and I hate wobbly desks. And then we have J.J. Jameson's office itself there. I guess I should put him in there. I need to go lay down in my giant pile of gold coins, specifically Lego gold coins. Let's be correct. Let's be accurate and be correct on what it is, what I have. He's gonna be standing at his standing there shouting, and we can have her right there. And we'll have Spider-Gwen up here on the fire escape. Why everyone is at the Daily Bugle right now, I don't know. But clearly it's superhero day at the Daily Bugle. There we go. All right. I do like the little awards that he has back there. I don't know what the case is, what the deal is with the geode. Why that is backwards in his office, but you know, who knows? Still don't know what's going to be going on with these blue brackets. Guess we'll find that out. They're having free ice cream. Slow news day. Maybe a moon rock from his son. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know the lore, so it's very easy for me to miss references like that. I do like how, how detailed they get with those references and stuff like that, though. That is very cool. That is very cool. All right, let's go ahead and get this up on top. There we go. So there we go. All right. So that is a son who likes him. I mean, oftentimes kids will like their parents, even if the parent. I mean, like a parent can be a jerk to people other than their kid. You know. Who knows? Of course, you can have a parent who's a jerk to the kids too. You know. Who knows? I don't know enough about the Jameson family. Alright, let's go ahead and get these in there. Get that out. Alright, but that is going to wrap us up with the Daily Bugle tonight. I am not a jerk to you guys. That's just mean. It's false. Slander. It's slanderous. So that's going to wrap us up with the Daily Bugle tonight. We will be back next week for more, which will probably wrap it up. Even if I have to go long, I think we'll wrap it up. And then that means that the following week we will be starting on the Eiffel Tower. We will not be back tomorrow for Spelljammer. Some things came up, and I will not be available to run it. We will be back on Monday for more Dragon Quest Builders. We will be back on Wednesday for more Zelda the Minish Cap and Lego building in the evening. And then next Friday we'll be back to Final Fantasy II, where we've got to spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, as we go into the Cyclone. And then we'll be back to finish this up. Sealand, if you could PM me there. I did mean to get a guide the raid thing, but I did forget. So if you just PM me their name, I will get a raid queued up for them. Let's see. Alright. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get the raid going. Alright, Xenoblade Chronicles, yep, the first one. Alright, let's get the raid going. I want to thank you guys for coming on out. We will be back next time, but not tomorrow. See you next time, everyone. Thanks for coming out, everyone.